Water testing with a Pentair Test Kit. First, find a location away from return lines. If the pool has a shallow and deep end, take the sample near the point where the bottom of the pool starts to slope down. If the water is of uniform depth, positioning is not as important, as long as you are not near any returns or dead zones, such as a corner or steps. If testing a spa, make sure the jets and blowers are turned off. It's also important to take the sample 12 inches to 18 inches below the surface and always rinse the test vial between tests. It may be more convenient to fill a sample bottle once rather than to fill the test vial several times at poolside. You will need at least 8 ounces or 250 milliliters of water. If you decide to use a sample bottle, use one made of plastic for safety's sake. Start with the chlorine test. Taking water in a spot away from returns and 12 to 18 inches below the surface. Fill the chlorine vial and then shake out some till you have it at the fill line. Add 5 drops of solution number 1. Replace cap and mix thoroughly by swirling. Then compare with the chlorine standard beside the vial. The ideal level is between 1 and 3 parts per million. Test 2 is the pH test. Fill the vial to the top line. Add 1 drop of solution number 4. 2 drops if the chlorine level is above 1.5 parts per million. This neutralizes the chlorine so that it doesn't affect the pH. Now add 5 drops of solution number 2 and swirl to mix. Now compare the test to the color standards. To test the alkalinity, fill the large test vial to the lower broken line. Add 1 drop solution number 4. 2 if the chlorine test was about 1.5 parts per million. Now add 1 drop of solution number 5 and swirl to mix. Add solution number 3, 1 drop at a time, swirling between drops, and counting the number of drops necessary to change color to clear or light yellow. Multiply drops of solution number 3 used by 10. This will give you the parts per million of alkalinity. The ideal is between 80 and 140 parts per million. We also advise having a pool and spa professional or bringing a water sample into our store periodically to have a more in-depth test done. Checking the calcium level and presence of metals in the water should be done a few times a year. Having good water balance not only protects the swimmers, but the investment of the pool or spa itself.